Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. So, slightly calmed down, slightly dealing with stuff, but we are back. And as you can see, things have happened, and things are slightly different from what I before. So you may recall, I did in fact say that I needed to redo this whole defensive line sort of thing, because unfortunately, I just didn't have enough time, and, well, I didn't have enough time. I underestimated the defensive capabilities of creating a big front line. So, the plan I then decided to enact upon was to further cede further territory from the enemy. So, basically, I withdrew further down just to give myself some chokeholds to try and reduce the amount of pressure my front lines would be encountering. So, for example, as you can see, we're just at the point now where the robot army is moving into position. We've now got front lines being built across the line as fast as I can possibly build them. I was able to, through just getting political power naturally, as well as, I will admit, adding a couple of adding at least once or twice some things so I could claim some of the territories in the unpacified states, because at this point I'm so sick and tired of this game fucking me over, I'm deciding to throw some slaps back in its face. So, I've got manpower finally coming through, which is a fucking blessing. And I will just reiterate one more time. Still not at that level. Oh, where is it? There we go. See? Still haven't researched it. Still haven't given it. Still working within roughly the same parameters of that. But we are now finally recruiting some much-needed reinforcements. I've got a 20 stack of... These are, to be fair, this is the shit that I've been able to record with the people that I've been getting. In a relatively short period of time, all of a sudden I've got a bulk load of people coming through, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, so we've got the Panzermensch AT, we've got an entire new army being prepared and whatnot. I have split up the 39 troops from... well, the 39 divisions that were there. I've reinforced the Blue Army. I've created a whole new mechanized corps to watch over the largest gap on the front lines. And as mentioned, we are now going absolutely mental on the whole defensive front line sort of thing. I don't imagine we're going to have everything built by the time the enemy forces arrive, but it's something. I did actually, just before the beginning of the recording, realize that this area here is actually not needed in terms of defense, because the enemy can't move into any one of these zones. There's no crossings whatsoever, with the exception of here and obviously over here. So we're now relocating this army to basically set up around here to help defend this region. Even if that's, so that's basically going to be a major fucking boon if that's the case. Because then what I could probably do is help set up defensive positions here to help hold the line, or set up defensive positions here to help hold this line. Either way, we've got a lot of defensive positions trying to be held as much as possible. The main intention here, quite simply, is just hold the fucking line. That is all I'm asking. I'm not... That is literally all I'm doing. Hold the line. We are 100% defensive in this entire campaign. I've relocated also to this point here to ensure this particular zone is safe, because obviously reasons. But yeah, it's safe. It's about holding as much of a fucking line as possible. So these guys are going to be holding here, up over here. They're holding, because of the chokehold, they can't push in. These guys are holding this location, freeing up these guys to come down along to here, and these reinforcements are now going to come through and try and provide a defensive position over here. Over here, I'm a little nervous, because instead of having a mechanized force coming through and... there we go. There we go. So, unlike the previous attempt, where I decided to put mechanized vehicles here, I instead decided to put infantry here, because I felt that this was probably the better choice. Speaking of which, I probably should... Right, where are these people? Who are these people? Right, fantastic. Good. That's why I'm terrified. But yeah, so my Eastern Front, I am less concerned, or I am concerned with it, naturally. but I am more like, okay, this is fine, this is bearable, we can kind of breathe, I'm edgy, but I'm more confident of this front than anything because of the amount of chokeholds that are keeping the enemy busy. Over on the western front, less so, because these robots are fucking mental with how much power they have. So my hope is that by the time they arrive, a majority of our defensive forces are going to be... well, by the time they arrive, my front lines will have the necessary forts and preparations. I also have a QRF force in the background, ready to go at a moment's notice. And I'm half tempted to start building tanks. In fact, I am building tanks. Right, get rid of that. As soon as I get reinforcements sent across, I just need about a few more units worth. I mean, the 20 stack is immediately going to be sent to the western front. It's not even a question. And obviously as reinforcements start coming through. Oh, Jesus Christ, already. Obviously, flying over on the plains side of things is going to be an absolute nightmare. I mean, the game is beginning to chug quite nastily as a result of all the fighting and everything, but yeah. I'm just thinking. If I do this right, I could potentially not need to even defend this region. If we hold this region here, this might mean we don't even have to defend this area much, which just means extra troops on our side. Right. I don't know how many divisions I've selected. Oh, 6. 8. 10. Right. Go. Because I am nervous about the sheer scale. But again, it's all about the front lines. Once the front lines have been... If we can find that the front lines are being held just because of the defensive positions we have here... And yes, I am going mad on the whole recruitment side of things. As well as the army training. So my political power gain will be reduced. Actually, if you pull back a bit... Hold the line as much as you can. All we have to do is hold. We've got reinforcements to help plug the gaps wherever we can. And the longer we can use these front lines, the longer we can hold these front lines, the better it will be for us, because obviously then... Right, tell you what, who are you guys? You guys are there. Let me reduce this front line a little bit. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Right, okay. Right, the remaining 10 will set up a defensive position here. Go. And then that should mean that this area is now safe and clear, and we can now just focus on holding the defensive line on the side. No offensive action will be played out. If we can force the enemy into a stalemate, I will have won. Because that means then I can just slowly but surely build up the reserves, build up the front line. Okay, I think it's safe for me to do this then. There we go. Okay, that's the front line set up on the left flank. On the right, on the right flank. On the left flank, it's getting there. It's getting there. These guys are taking their sweet time, and ironically, if the robots are fast enough, this may prove to be advantageous to us even more so. I've also got myself a cappuccino of good fortune here. But if this is good, if this is one, I'm actually hoping the robots can actually move faster than the what's their strength? 282. Yeah, you know what? If the robots... Question, are the robots and the... They're in an allied state. No, they're not. Fantastic. If the robots are not allies, i.e. they're not going to allow the... Yeah, they're not... If the robots go faster than these guys will, then they won't be able to attack, which means I can then focus completely on defending against the Union of the Machine. So, ironically, the Union of the Machine is going to end up having to stretch his lines thinner in order to defend him, in order to, to attack me. But then that'll just make my lines a little easier to defend. This is a very, very precarious situation, but the hope is we can hold the line. But we just have to hold as long as humanly possible. Just hold the line. I don't care how gloriously stupid it is or whatever. It is all about the defensive lines here. And once they've finally approached the defensive position, we can... well, once we've finally approached... Am I entrenched? I really hope I'm entrenched. Are we entrenched? Yes. Defensive combat bonus. That's what we need. Actually, I have enough political power for another thing. Let's see if I can pacify another state. Huzzah. Invest into the military academy. Oh, you bet your fucking arse I will. I swear to God, once this fucking war is over, it's going to be a miracle. Seriously. Absolute fucking miracle. Phase, cocktail, entrenchment speed, max planning. It's... To be fair, this is nothing about that. Kingpin's greed. Yeah, the amount of fighting that we're going to be dealing with is going to be an absolute ridiculous joke. Right, anyway. I think, I'll be honest with you... Let's get into that point now. I mean, the robots are definitely stretching themselves thin, but I'm starting to see some solid defenses now. This area is going to be quite vulnerable, because there's no connection between... Well, there's very limited connection between here and... In fact, I don't think there is a connection, is there? No, there isn't. They are completely cut off. Unless I go all the way down and then all the way back up again. So, yeah, that's the first area that we're going to send reinforcements to, if we can. Right. Bomb. Bomb. Is there going to be another one? Yes. 6. Fantastic. Right. 7 divisions. Christ all fucking mighty. This is... Yeah, this is going to be mental. But if we can hold... It's I'm holding my breath at this point. It's like the entire fucking world is with bated breath. Okay. Good and bad. These guys are currently racing down south. I'm hoping these start to get a bit of a lead. Or if they are going to push, I just want them only to face off against one division's worth. Of course. Right. I think... This area is not quite ready yet for them to just do anything, so just hold the line just for now. Wait until they come up a little closer. Again, hold the line. Hold the line. This area is my most nervous point. It's my largest and most exposed flank, and will be the #1 location for any of my dudes to be sent to. Like, this will be the first area that I'm going to be sending reinforcements to help defend. Actually fighting to get over there as fast as we can. I do believe this is in fact now the front line. Yes, it is. Right. Adjust accordingly, balance cohesion. Adjust accordingly. Again, if we can just force the defensive nature and force the defensive line, force the defensive positions. I think it is now finally a case. There we go, there we go. There we go, front line has been established. Okay, if these guys can... I mean, they're bum rushing towards this position, so this is now going to become a bit more of a potential flashpoint. Oh, shit. There's not enough. Right. Good thing I spotted that now than later. Go. Is there a reason why this front line is not being established as it should be? Try and see if you can get yourselves up to the front lines as best as you can. Right, that's been taken care of. And the more these robots, I just really hope that they can beat the... It sounds weird, but I want the robots to funnel and cause the... Oh, fuck's sake. Right, you. Make ready for the big one. The good news is reinforcements are on the way. They're almost done. And hopefully we can reduce... Ruthless drafts. You know what? I might have to do that. We need those guys on the front lines as soon as fucking possible. That will be very useful. I mean, again, if the defensive front lines can hold, and we can force them from... if we can force them to back off, or at least stop attacking, that would be great. We're also in the process of finally building up the necessary defenses to make it harder for the enemy to push, which is what I'm happy to see. So, like, the more defensive positions we have, the better the front lines are. Game, stop fucking around. Might be a bit too late. Hold the line. You're doing a fantastic job. Once we get enough people in this sector, we got the Western California territory is all good. I'll just do this. Hop into the airfield to the next so it reduces the pain. There we go. Right, what areas are currently under heavy attack? Plague Land, American coast. That's fine. Don't know why they're sending so many planes over the American coast. South Wyoming is doing okay. I mean, we could do with reinforcing that South Wyoming area. The Plague Lands is... Okay. So we can send off aircraft to try and neutralize that. Because we have now the manpower, so I'm now going to deploy the necessary troops. 2, 3, 4. Air supremacy. Dealing with that. South Wyoming has got that. We do need some air support on that. Tell you what, we'll get some much needed. We'll get some additional air wings for combat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Right, combat. Give me some air support supremacy over Wyoming. And then let's try and get all these other dudes set up. So as I said, the plan is if we can try and build... If I could speak English, that would be even better. But the plan today is we're going to learn how to speak English. That way then I can communicate information to you guys. So that way you can kind of have an understanding as to how I am thinking. And also hopefully find yourself some entertainment through that prospect. Right, so no, as I said, I'm all about the defensive at the moment. I'm just creating my own version of the Gothic line. Hopefully it won't be cracked, unlike in real life. And this time, I think... Instead of underestimating my opponents, like I had done in previous episodes, I now am fully prepared to have the long war. Like, I wanted to rush, and I think I know I overextended myself as a result of attempting to push too fast and too far. And as a result, we now have to give a shitload of territory back to the enemy in order to be able to sustain myself accordingly. Speaking of which, dong dong. Oh god, this is going to be fucking amazing. Yeah, I am most definitely sending reinforcements to the Western Front. Like, the Western Front is going to literally just be nothing but defense, like, nothing but tanks, equipment, and to be fair, probably some power infantry. I'm going to probably create an entire 3rd Regimental Army group who is going to literally just be all about supporting the Western flank. I might even decide to create a separate theatre in order to illustrate such things. Normally, I just have everyone in because the wars don't ever get that large. But because of the scale and nature of this war, yeah, oh no, we're doing it this way. Okay, good news. The robots have kind of beaten these guys to the punch. Bad news, not completely. Yeah, there we go. So, these guys are going to put major pressure on the left side and major pressure on the right. There's a shitload of... Yeah. The Cougar is over there. We're now pushing over to there. Sisters of Steel are over here. We're holding what we can. The defenses are still being constructed, and I think we are now in a... I think for a miracle moment, we are now getting a majority of our defensive buildings set up. Yeah, like the buildings are being set up. The bunkers are being set up. The enemy are going to struggle now, hopefully, to be able to build defense or to attack effectively, because my defenses are now being propped up by all of this defensive line. Now, that's not to say that it's gonna be a cakewalk. I'm gonna be watching this front line like a fucking hawk to make sure that all the zones... Right, how are we diddling over here? Yeah, like, I'm gonna be focusing completely on making sure that none of the bad areas are being affected too negatively. 406. Okay, so we need additional planes. That's fine. Do we have any... We're actually running low on jet fighters. How big is the airfield? 600. Okay. 4 groups of aircraft. I will deploy to the plague lands just to make it easier for my dudes to do that. I'll also deploy some much needed air support in the form of CAS, because we need air support. Where is my CAS? No way have I run out of CAS. Nope. The gunships live. But unfortunately, the planes are a little bit too much. That's going to be 800 manpower. We don't have that. 600. Just a little bit longer, so I can cut up my dudes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Make me do more. Make me do more. Make me do more. Shit. I just realized I'm going to have to wait to do this again. Right. So, only that. 200, 400, 600. Right, you 3. Normal routine. Provide close air support. And make sure that none of the bastards come home to say hi to their families. So the 400s in there should hopefully give us the edge we need to be able to crack through and prevent any major push. I'm probably going to need to reorganize the front lines once I have the troop allocations and everything else set up for that. But that is something we're just going to have to manage and deal with separately. But yeah. I think the biggest priority right now is to ensure that we can prevent any major breakthroughs on any one of the fronts until I have the right level of troops for it. Oh, God, you guys, you know what? I think I said a couple episodes ago, oh, I think I might need near the end, and I think I might have, okay. Hold. I was gonna say, I'm fucking watching you like a hawk. Right, reinforcements have come through. They plugged the gap. The line is held. Good. Right. Boom. We're holding. Unfortunately, we can't do the same with this location just because of the nature of the defensive positions, but rest assured, here is where we're sending reinforcements next. Right. I feel like this is... I feel like the music should change reflective of the mood, and right now, I do not feel this music is the right mood for it. Yeah, this feels a lot more appropriate. We're just holding. We're holding. More importantly, manpower is, despite being hit, is holding her through. Right, do we need to worry about the American coast? Not really. Actually, to be fair, what we could do is, once I get the manpower, I could dispatch some... Yeah, 600. I could dispatch some bombers as well as some CAS support to sink any ships that they see. So basically, reconnaissance over the ocean and doing whatever we can to reduce the impact of that. Hunter Mire Lurks, trade knowledge, production boost. Strange places. Batch of mini nukes. Yes, please. Defo needs some of that. Okay, Archimedes cooldown has now taken effect. That's wonderful. But yeah, we need to get some air support in the ocean. Because I'm actually thinking now, like, maybe we should do that so we can hopefully start to sink any enemy ships that may be in the vicinity. Because, how are we diddling? Good, good. That's really fucking good. I'm seeing some major benefits from that. It's funny how grabbing a couple of territories will instantly give you population. Literally, I went from 1 month and I had like 4,000 people because I was able to grab a couple territories. Ridiculous. But yeah, no, I am determined to finish this series in as reasonable manner as possible. But at the same time, still throw a middle finger. You see what I mean? Boom. Instant. I think it's because of all the other fucking things I'm popping through. Right. And now I think I should do this. Right, quickly get some air support. So, I think I need to get some bombers as well. Bomber plane. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking 500. I mean, they are the Heartland Strikers, so... Yes. Right, naval strike. Add a new air wing. And 200, 300, 600 elite and air wing. And doing the same thing. Bombing strike. Naval strike. And finally, some airplanes. I could definitely do with some nuka planes. 1, 2, elite and air wing. 3, 4, right. And now we continue to select all the dudes here. Oh, I can't be bothered. Yeah, no, that's fine. All that manpower just flying away out of the window. But let's go back to the production side of things. How many... Oh, I am going to need to build more nuka... I'm going to need to build more nuka fighters as well. Where are the fighters being produced? Like, seriously, where the fuck are the fighters being produced? Oh, there they are. Right, okay. Yeah, no, we need more fighters. Seriously. It's bad how many fighters we have. Jesus Christ. Right. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Definitely not what I want to see, but I'm kind of glad it's over here, because I can kind of do this for the time being. We have to relocate these fighters. Right, is there any safe location? Yes. Get yourselves set up for whatever bullshit may be occurring. And this is also going to be an opportunity to potentially deal with whatever crap may be attacking us. Yeah, I had a feeling they'd go for my bombers and fighters. Actually, no, they're not. Go. Right, the good news is these guys are going to come through and they're going to do the usual QRF stuff. This is where the QRF teams really come in fucking handy. And also, now the enemy are going to start throwing away their troops, which I am very happy to report. That's 10 divisions worth of infantry gone bye-bye. Right, how many divisions is there? 13, 15, 16, 17 divisions on one side. Oh, and they're ghoul infested as well. That's just even better. Oh, they're sending reinforcements as well. Yeah, they're just piling in the reinforcements at Navarro, but it's not working. Oh, that's going to be disgusting. I don't know how many divisions they're about to lose, but there's a fuck ton of them. Come on. How are we diddling? Front line is holding for the time being. They've got mechanized, they've got... Yeah, they're sending in reinforcements to the whole region, but they're not... Sadly, you don't have a commander for them. Or I should say, I don't have a good commander for them. Yeah, division attack, fucking terrible. Right, I'm gonna see if I can get some commanders for this guy. Right, Enclave Mechanized Corps. I will give him... this dude. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Okay. That's fine. That's really fine. I will take that. Seriously, I will take that. This guy may be reckless, and he may get a chance to be injured in combat. That's fine. I would rather take... Right, Leadfoot. Yes. Beautiful. Ooh. Fuck you! That's what I want to see. And how many dudes did the enemy just lose? Because I'm fairly convinced they've just suffered some minor casualties. Ooh. Fucking nice. Very fucking nice. Right, anyway. Make your way back up to the front. Naval invasion is taken care of. Make sure to get into yourself a defensive position. They've just wasted a whole bunch of troops. Very fucking nice. Absolutely wondrous. And... yeah, nice. Took part in the Siege of Reconnaissance. Nice. I also finally learned something about the different citations and medals and shit. Turns out you don't just get one bonus stat from them. It turns out that you actually get more than that, which I, again, was unaware of. So, apparently, the reconnaissance... So, okay, for context, if it's actually going to show me the... Actually, I'm going to need to find someone who I need to give the medal to. There we go. So, for context, basically, when I thought you could get, you know, for some of the medals, you only get one bonus to it. So, for example, this guy has the ability to get additional gallantry and whatnot. Or this one. But you can see, as for the reconnaissance level, not only do you get the addition of the reconnaissance, which when you select it, if I can get one unit that I need to still award something to. For some reason, some of the ones I awarded medals to don't seem to count anymore. Or if they... Oh, there we go. So, for example, if you get this option here, I wasn't aware about it until I actually started mousing over the damn thing. But apparently this is a new thing, or I didn't notice before, or whatever. But, yeah, you get this as an option. And I'm like, what the fuck? I actually need this. Like, seriously, I actually fucking need this, because Jesus Christ on a bike. Not only does reconnaissance really help me out in terms of defense and attack, but also it gives me, not only to help me out on the attack to be able to counter any movements, but also it allows me to defend myself a little better. That's a really fucking useful ability. I don't know why they decided to do that. But, hey-ho. God, we're going absolutely hell for leather now at this point. I'm going to try and see if we can build some additional... I mean, what's the enemy air presence like? Enemy has 150, so we're winning in that frontier. And 8 trade, our fleets come through this rain is normal. That's fine. Convoy raiding. I mean, to be fair, this is like War on the Sea, which is another game I need to probably look into getting back, or need to get back into at some point. Though I also need to practice with some of those games. Like, there's a load of games I want to play, but I'm also shit at them. Which it... Oh! They arrived! Very fucking needed. Very fucking needed. Thank the Emperor. Right. Tell you what. I'm going to assign... Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. 6. 6 selected? Yes, 6 selected. Right. Get your fucking asses in gear. Get your fucking asses in gear. Get going. Just get your fucking asses in gear. Military signing bonus. Invest stimulus in Seattle. I'm not even in the fucking control at this point, but I'm sending money over there. Oh, hello. What's this? Unite the Tri-Cities. Okay, sure. That might prove useful. It might prove to help stabilize the region. I don't know. But, oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Pardon me. Stability and political power or war support? I mean, it's currently going down because I think we're getting bombed a bit, but I'm going to increase my stability because then... Right, put them in there, babe. Fuck you. We can at least try, yes. Right. Oh my god, I actually fucking needed this. Seriously. Fucking seriously needed this. Right, 16, 17, 18... So it's 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, 16, 17... And unfortunately we have to wait now. I'm just thinking we need an additional army being sent up across. Because we're going to be needing to, like, send armies and sectors and whatnot, and we're going to be sending a full. I'm going to be sending a full stack in support of with tank support in support of the armed forces. I probably should not be on this side. I should probably look at America. Right. I mean, we're doing what we can to mitigate some of the naval attacks in this region, but we probably also want to look into investing further into attacking. I mean, we're sinking as much as we can. Like, the air support... We don't actually now have issues with air support across the board, which is nice. And I also believe we have finally... Yeah, there it is. There's the front line. We did it. We fucking did it. Oh, this is really fucking good news. Seriously, this is fucking amazing news. I'm honestly quite happy about this. Oh... God. Right, okay, we did it. We fucking did it. The plan worked. The enemy cannot attack. We can't push up, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I have won. It's now... I am now... Unless the enemy suddenly decides to make a massive push, which is always possible, and we are still vulnerable to naval invasions, but I am now in the process of dealing with that. To be fair, I'm half tempted to, as soon as these guys come in, start immediately sending them across. Same goes for these dudes. But we need to do what we can to try and build up our reserves. Because the thing is, now we have to deal with the consequences of... We're going to now need to build up some kind of intelligence network, some kind of thing. Oh dear, you knew another machine has broken our things, but this may mean they want to try and break. That was my cryptologies are going absolutely apeshit. I'm going to try and do some intel gathering about these dudes. I'm going to try and get the Sisters of Steel some intel, and I'm going to try and get the Ruminators some intel as well. And hopefully we can correlate information and get these guys set up for what we need to do. Because obviously, if we know what their vulnerabilities are... Because they've got a lot of robots. They've still got some humans, but it's all robots, unfortunately. And these bastards are heavy. Jesus Christ. So, the question is, what are these robots like? It's 3 to 7... robot support, logistics... They got a lot of dudes. Hallelujah. Right. 11 core. Okay. Got a job for you. Your job will be to act as QRF to whatever shit may be flowing. Get moving. Pensament, T 11. Our tank corps is going to be sending in some reinforcements and things. It's going to be a case of slowly but surely building up additional reserves. But we're doing this. We're doing this. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys will like get the coastal port over here. I probably should put like some coastal ports. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to build some naval bases across the Northern Territory. Because I only noticed this recently, but like there's actually quite a large amount of territory that there's actually quite a large amount of territory here that I didn't even realize. Oh my god. Yes. But yeah, like there's actually a surprisingly large amount of territory. Where did I put that stuff? Oh, over there, yeah. Any reason why you're not going to America? Or why you're not going there, mate? Is there no port there or something silly? Did I put him in the wrong port or something silly? Oh, yeah. Okay, so just need to move him and then he's fine. Okay. Right, put that in Liz Point. Not that it should affect anything, but still. How are we diddling? Oh, nice! Our planes may have been lost, but we sunk one of their bloody ships. It's actually working. Oh, and another one! Nice! We sunk another one! Fantastic! And, okay, we lost some planes, but that's fine. I'd rather lose some planes than some ships, I'll be honest with you. We could actually end up, hopefully... Oh, another one? Yeah, another one's gone. Yeah, we damaged them. It's actually making an impact. Like, sure, we're losing planes, but... Yeah, survivors. So it doesn't actually show that we're losing the battles. In fact, we're holding. Okay. Oh, you cannot believe how much I've been fucking waiting for you guys. Right. Hamilton Bean. Fortune Finder. Status Artifact. Reconnaissance, Hillfighter, Leadfoot, Bloody Mess. This guy is perfect for Fortune Finder, August when moving. You know what? Yeah, it's a motorized defense. Why is he not? This guy's a fucking Chad for motorized. What the fuck? Seriously. Sure, like, he's got a Fortune Finder, but dude, this guy's a fucking Chad. I don't know whether my brain's going... to be fair, I think sleep was probably I wasn't very good on sleep at the time I must have found this guy, because this guy's a fucking Chad. Seriously. Right, well, I will get you sent across as fast as we can. I am going to send you to... Oh, shit. That's not good. Okay, I'm thinking... like, there's a plains over here. There's also stuff over here. I'm wondering if here might be a better location. Right, we'll send you to this location here. Right, perfect. Good. Okay, good. That's good to see. Good to see. Cappuccino of good fortune. Right, how we doing, Lee? Okay. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. We're holding, and we're now holding. We've done it. Okay, so we've now held the line, and we're now in the process of defending and building and doing, which I'm very happy to report. And also, if we can try and get some additional manpower, maybe we can use maybe you can use the Air Force to consistently sink as many of those fucking ships as possible. Like, if I inundate the coast with gunships and bombers and any and all sorts of stuff, then I think it might make it almost impossible for the bastards to be able to do anything. Because I'm seeing a real benefit here. Because we got boats damaged or whatever. So if I just inundate the ocean, inundate this area with as fucking many boats and as many ships, with aircraft as possible, if I could inundate this entire thing and use the historical advantage that this area would have provided. God, look at the amount of fucking coverage some of these areas have got. I wish I could have gotten the level 10 ones, because then those would have been amazing. But you know what? It's okay. There we go. Coverage. It's going to be nice. Oh, get in. Right, that's beautiful. Right, let's recruit some more let's recruit some more aircraft. Oh my god, that's so bad. But at the same time, it's like, well, actually, if this works, we might as well take advantage of it. Because the thing is, right? Oh my god, yes. Like, the thing I'm going with here is the fact that there is now... Right, okay. Get your fucking asses over there. They're also making their way across. Perfect. As I said, the main intention with this whole thing is if we can sink as many vessels as possible. I don't know what contributes to a naval battle being won with just aircraft alone, but if I'm taking the historical output, which is a lot of planes versus a couple of ships equals dead ships. Like, historically speaking, aircraft were found to be the superior option in terms of naval warfare in the Pacific theater, as well as the Mediterranean theater, especially in 1940 with the British air assault that actually inspired the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. So I'm going with the concept that while maybe it's not going to completely eliminate the enemy fleet, it is going to hopefully prevent naval invasions in the future, or at least severely hamper their ability to do naval invasions in the future, which I think is going to be a bit of a bonus for me. Because, you know, yeah. Right. The other factor, of course, is that we're going to have to start looking more seriously into... another thing, of course, we can look into is as we begin to move up the coast and then over into the enemy's territory, we can then start doing things like airstrikes into their HQ as well, which I also think is going to be quite useful. Because the enemy don't have air supremacy, or at least the enemy don't consider aircraft to be important for some unknown reason. Like, look, no, the fucking communist remote robots don't have air support. Kuva has air support. The Slicks have got more planes. These guys I don't even know, because whatever. Ruminators have got very limited air support. Sisters of Steel have finally got some air support. These Old Believers... Yeah, these guys have got a lot. The Old Believers have got a lot. And these guys have got airships. Fucking hell. Well, they don't have any airships at the moment, but they do have it. But one thing I've noticed amongst all of them, none of them are jets. That's the one advantage I will say I've got as a sheer dint of that. My Streisand. I mean, to be fair, I probably should have some... maybe I should try and look into the air support frames to see if I can find naval attack versions of our fighters. Though, to be fair, naval targeting is at 1. Nuclear maritime naval targeting. Nuclear maritime destructor. That's probably... What's the Heartland striker like? Oh, they're shit. Okay. Yeah, I probably should put that into production. Right, okay. I'm going to disband some of these plant bombers then. Yeah, you're kind of shit. Sorry. Right, let's disband these dudes, because I don't think we're going to get much benefit from them. I mean, I could probably try and do some air... like strategic bombing. But I honestly don't care. Let's get the manpower back. I didn't realize that they were that useless. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. We can... Hey, I'm researching something. Jesus Christ, you know? Look at how much research I've got. And then as soon as I do that, I'm going to build like a bunch of factories just solely dedicated to building up their reserve. Right, I'm going to get some more armored guards. So 12, 13... Yeah, congratulations that all those pilots are now going to suddenly be sent into 2 tank divisions worth of infantry. Right. My strength. This one has naval targeting 2. You know what? Let's research some aircraft carrier style stuff and have dedicated groups. And then we can actually have these zero-length launch CAS. Because then these CAS support can then at least neutralize enemy naval vessels. So we can have dedicated lines towards that. I like the sound of that, to be fair. Wow, they're all going to be researched at the same time. And wait for it. Fantastic. Right, okay, production lines. Right, maritime naval destructor. I want you to be as soon... Oh. I'm going to pop you in the same area as... Can't believe the gunship is actually considered... Right, I'm going to cut down on the battery carrier because I don't think I'm going to be using any of these Zeppelins and stuff. Zeppelins are fine and all, but I don't feel that they are as important. So... then the next thing we're going to have is zero launch. And then we can use the resources that we were taking from one and go into the other. So nuclear maritime disaster. And I kind of wish I could duplicate this. Just like double click on it and then boom, you create another one. Whereas I have to manually do this. So nuclear maritime destructor. And then we can get the production. And then zero length CAS production. And that way then we can get these boys set up as much as we can. Right. And then I think we can then expand the... yes. Tax breaks for factories for definites because I want to get that production efficiency improving. And then I want to build this thing next. And then that one, fantastic. And then production boost, yes. Definitely produce that. Whetstones, we're going to keep. Oligos, motorization speed, that's fine. Actually, yes. I should also sell some of this stuff so I can continue to think. Because we should have hopefully built up our reserve of shit that we can sell to the factions, if you will. There we go. So they're going to like me again for a bit. Right, so hopefully what we can do now is, with this being now set up properly, we can now have some much-needed air support, which I'm pretty happy about. Because then if we get this shit sorted, then it will kind of work out. And then extra reinforcements is going to come through, which is going to be fantastic. And that is actually going to be it for today's episode, because I just looked at the time. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you'd like this kind of content, do let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I hope to catch you all in the next episode, whereupon we shall hopefully begin to start stabilizing, building, and doing. But for the time being, we've held the line, and we've been able to provide a solid framework against the enemy. Now comes the time for preparation for the next phase, the counter push. But how long will it take? We'll find out next time.